Yo, look at this. The meteor that killed the dinosaurs. It's like a real Armageddon. They're really spamming these meteors. Especially when there's a bunch of targets, and they're also blue meteors because they're like rank 10 and higher. And then boom, 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 boom. This is pit 200. Meteor Sorc just destroying it. Dish, dish, dish. Take no prisoners. Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Today I'm bringing you the Meteor Sorcerer here, played by Northwa. Big shout out. There is a new tempering receipt that buffs the meteor size by a tremendous amount. You guys can see it. This is a pit 200 with the Meteor Sorc. They also added this new blue flame. If you have rank 10 or higher on the meteor turns blue and the flame burns hotter, deals big DPS. And you guys can see here how many meteors come down. And the main thing that makes this possible, obviously, besides the size increase, you can get size increase on one Paragon Glyph, on your main end and your off end, basically. And then you also have the new unique helmet that's been introduced last season, where Meteor just has a cooldown and 2 charges now. And now what happens is that your conjurations, which the Q skill here, Ice Blades, is one of, benefit 100% from your attack speed. And when they attack faster, they have a chance to reset their own cooldown, so you can cast them more, but they can also reset your base cooldowns. So you guys can see here how much Northwa here is spamming all his skills, because he has these Ice Blades just getting 100% of his attack speed bonuses as he's cutting through this pit 200. And they're basically resetting the cooldown of all his skills, including the Meteor. You can see here like how much he can spam it. It basically becomes like a core skill with no cooldown, and you can just spam it, spam it, spam it, as long as you have enough Ice Blades up. And yeah, he's actually like cruising through this pit 200. I mean, pit 200 is not really like too hard content. Like I think pretty much every Sorc build can do pit 200, but this one is actually like pretty decent. It's rather close to the Frost Nova, so I think it's a very solid build. And you have a big area of effect now, and it's like just very strong, very like visually pleasing, you could say. There is a lot of them. They have a big AoE. They also burn the ground, so you can get a bunch of burning effects. And it's just like pretty to look at and very fun to play, because these are the meteors, man, that killed the dinosaurs, and we gotta kill some demons now. That's also pretty cool. You guys can see here right now in this run, he's playing the Teleport Enchant. This is more like a speed focus variant. You can also take off Teleport Enchant and take your Meteor Enchant for even more meteors. It's also like a very, you'll see it in the boss here in a second, like when the boss spawns, you guys can see that the stagger of this build has a lot of potential. Like you're like staggering the boss very quickly, and once he's staggered, you basically deal even more damage. You guys can see it now, he's staggered. Like a legit boss fight, you know, it's like a 3 minute run in total, like you see 7 minutes on the timer. So it's not like a broken or completely busted build, it's just like a very solid, strong, fun to play build. So I'm actually looking forward to test this one out myself. I didn't have time, unfortunately, on the PTR in those 7 days to test Sorc myself. So again here, big shout out to Northwa, who's been recording some footage here and sharing it. So pretty cool to see, very strong build. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to be playing this. You guys can see like every meteor hitting for like 2 million, 3 million, something like this. Yeah, you guys can see the run in total was like 3 minutes 20 or something. And yeah, we'll see where this build's gonna land. I have a planner, and I think there's another run here. So now he played the teleport ranks, but then I think now here in the second run that he has, he's basically been switching to the Meteor Enchant. So now he's playing. Show you the planner here real quick. So this is the planner. So the Starfall Coronet is what's enabling the build. We're going to watch the second run here in a second. So this basically is the new item from last season. Meteor now has charges instead of cooldown, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you can get a bunch of Meteor ranks on your boots as well. I think it goes up to like 8 ranks to Meteor. And then the flame turns blue, and there's a bunch of big DPS from all those ranks. And we have some defensive aspects here, immobilize duration, stun duration, Juggernaut here for the toughness. This one is another multiplayer here with the days. And then we have the Shattered Stars. This one, basically there's extra meteorites around the meteors. And then we have the Pyromancy, critical strike damage, and meteor size combination here. We also have another Meteor here on our conceded offhand. Like we want to stack all the cooldown. You guys can see we're playing X-Files plus Tal Russia, plus like all the cooldown items. And ideally you want to masterwork the cooldown on your helm and on your amulet, and then have these cooldowns here masterworked as well. So you can have this insane ability to just spam the meteors with all the cooldown reduction that is in the game. And just really strong build. We also have the 3 curses here. Allows you to get another double bonus against healthy enemies. So this is like a 2.2 multiplier actually against healthy enemies with your meteors. And then we also have the meteor rights hitting the enemies. And yeah, the main principle of the build is that you have high cooldown and you're using the now 100% attack speed scaling Conjuration Ice Blades with the Ice Blades enchant. So every 40 seconds in cooldown you spawn an Ice Blade. So you want to be spamming all your cooldowns here. Like you have like all the cooldown spells and you're going to be spamming this. So like every spell here has a cooldown, as you guys can tell. And you just spam this to proc even more Ice Blades that then attack fast because they have 100% of your attack speed coefficient. And they're reducing their own cooldown, but with the summoned Ice Blades, 20% of the cooldown reduction also is applied to all your other skills. And this is how you can see here in the, show you the boss fight. Just gonna spoil it here real quick. You guys can see how crazy he can like spam all the cooldowns here. You see, like, just press every cooldown the moment it's available. Like, press all buttons all the time, basically. And that basically allows you to just spam and keep proccing new Ice Blades that then basically start a snowball effect. The more Ice Blades, the more attack speed you have, the faster they attack, and the more new Ice Blades you get, and the more new cooldown reduction you have on all your other stuff. Which is insane. So that's the main principle, and then obviously like you add a bunch of damage around you. You're playing no core skill whatsoever, just elemental dominance, teleport, flame shield, full glass cannon, full deeps, frost nova. The Ice Blades we only need 1 point because the damage is not coming from Ice Blades, the damage is coming from meteors. We also have the Immobilize here, further adding to the stagger and CC. Devouring Blaze for big DPS, Horror Frost here also for more damage. And then just like a bunch of damage multipliers here. There's certainly like some things you can move around, and Esu here as well. There's like a speed variant, and I don't know, like whenever they make hard content, we might need a push variant as well. Well, I think Juggernaut is already good even in the speed variant. You can like obviously like play Tyvot's Will anyways if you want to do this on like lower tiers. But basically Pit 200 is speed anyways. We'll see if we get push content at some point. Yeah, but we are clearing this in like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes sometimes, but mostly 3 minutes. Most Sorc builds I think can do it in 2 minutes. So pretty strong. So in the speed setup you would have teleport, and if you were like pushing harder content, if they ever create it, you would use the Meteor Enchantment, because that basically on lucky hit allows you to proc even more meteors, right? But yeah, mainly it was Teleport Enchantment for like, you know, the pits and like just any like sort of speed farm content. We'll see how it's gonna get in the end. If they make the pit stronger or just bring down the general power level of every build, I think we might need to change a couple things, but I think in this second footage here, so the first one was the Teleport Enchant, and this one here is with the Meteor Enchant. And you can see how many more meteors are coming down, especially if you're hitting like multiple enemies. The Paragon tree and stuff in the planner is like still work in progress. We'll wait for the final notes and update that a bit better and min-max a bit more. You can check it out in the planner, but the main principle is you go meteors, you go Ice Blades, your Ice Blades get 100% of your attack speed value after or when Season 4 starts. And that basically allows you to spam the meteor together with the masterworked high value cooldown reduction to just spam the meteor like a core skill and just create this like pools of meteors that just burn and kill the targets here from the heavens, from the skies. So pretty cool, lots of fun to play. And yeah, so here like there's lots of enemies and look at the sheer amount of meteors dropping down. Yeah, I agree with you, Chad. Like I hope that the Pit 200 is gonna be like, you know, 100 times harder, that it basically can't be cleared. Because right now, this 8-minute time, like even like a medium build, like just a decent build, like not broken or busted or overpowered, just medium build clears it in 2 minutes. And that's like, I don't know. Is that really like the kind of endgame content that we want? I would like hope that there's going to be at least something that is like a bit more challenging. You know, like if you want to optimize your character, because why else would you optimize your character? You know, like if the hardest content is just done in like a couple seconds, like every monster just dies in one hit, I don't really think it's that engaging anymore. You know, like it's fine that you have easy content, but I think it's also pretty important that you have some hard content in the game at least. And we'll see what's going to happen there with Season 4. But this is a pretty cool build. And it's ranged, it's big AoE, just fun to do. Yeah, probably you can do a hybrid. I mean, right now, there's also the Immortal Sorc here. Obviously, this build, like, we have a Flame Shield, but we don't really, like, use Hectic to be permanently immortal. But it's still a pretty strong build, even without the immortality, because you can just play ranged. You have decent toughness anyways. And you guys can see, like, you have this Flame Shield up decently, and you also have, like, all your barrier up, because you can just, like, spam all the cooldowns. So when you're basically at the boss, you go like this. You're like, okay, press all buttons. It's fine. And just spam all your skills. Like, you guys can see, like, the more cooldown, again, you spam, the more your Ice Blade is going to reset, and the more Ice Blades are going to spawn. Yeah, the boss actually dies here in, like, 2 sliders. So this is, like, a 3-minute pit. The highest pit clear, and the gear here on the Sorc was not really like all too optimized. Like there was like maybe like not even a double crit on most of those items, and it's just like just really strong, really good build. And yeah, again the planner here, everything is gonna be in the description. Pretty cool, very fun build. Basically, it's some variation of the infinite Meteor Sorc. And if you're stacking a bunch of lucky hit on like hard targets, you might actually be able to, you know, get like a pretty insane meteor chain reaction, if you will. But yeah, for speed, play Teleport Enchant. For higher pushes, if there ever is, play Meteor Enchant. That's the build, my friends. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.